You aren't tired because you're busy. You're tired because you're bleeding energy through 1,000 self-inflicted cuts. Your attention is your only real currency, yet you throw it into the trash every single day. Stoicism isn't about endurance, it's about elimination. Stop these 8 daily crimes now, or accept a life of exhaustion and mediocrity. The leaks are invisible, but the damage is fatal. It starts the second you wake up, because your first move of the day is actually a masterclass in self-betrayal. You wake up and immediately hand your brain to a machine. By scrolling before you breathe, you invite 1,000 opinions into your sacred space. Marcus Aurelius didn't have a smartphone, but he knew the soul is dyed by its thoughts. Your soul is currently a dull grey, stained by notifications and envy. Stop being a digital slave. Claim your first hour, or lose your entire day. If you can't master a piece of glass, you'll never master your fate. But the phone isn't your only master, because the way you seek approval is draining your spirit faster than any battery. You are living a life that isn't yours. Every time you look for a like or a nod, you hand over your keys to a stranger. Epictetus warned that if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish. Trying to please everyone is a full-time job that pays in burnout. Kill the need to be understood. Your energy is for building, not for explaining yourself to the small-minded. Stop begging for a seat at tables you don't even belong at. But there's a deeper drain inside your own mind, because the ghosts of your past are still eating your present alive. You are haunted by ghosts of your own making. Regret is a parasite that feeds on the energy you need for the day. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." By replaying your failures, you are punishing yourself for a crime that is already over. The past is a dead weight. Cut the rope. Forgive your younger self, and execute the work in front of you. If you keep looking back, you are guaranteed to crash into what's ahead. But even if you let go of the past, you're still at risk. Because the way you talk to yourself is more toxic than any enemy's insults. Your mind is a battlefield, and you're fighting for the wrong side. The insults you whisper to yourself would make you punch a stranger if they said them to you. Stoics know that the mind can be a kingdom or a prison. By calling yourself tired or unlucky, you are literally ordering your body to fail. Stop being your own bully. Speak to yourself with the cold, objective truth of a commander, not a victim. If you don't respect your own mind, the world will treat it like a doormat. But words aren't the only thing poisoning you. Because the fake dopamine you crave is making your willpower rot from the inside out. You are addicted to cheap thrills that leave you empty. Every mindless snack, every infinite scroll, every easy win is a withdrawal from your soul. Zeno taught that happiness is a good flow of life, but you are creating a stagnant swamp. You've traded your long-term legacy for 10 seconds of a chemical high. Reclaim your focus. Embrace the boredom. In the silence of nothing to do, your greatness is born. If you can't endure a moment of stillness, you are a slave to your impulses. But there is a specific type of movement that is just as dangerous as standing still. Because the habit of busy work is actually just a sophisticated way of running away. you're running in place and calling it progress. Filling your day with small tasks is just a coward's way of avoiding the big work. Marcus Aurelius asked himself, is this necessary? Most of what you do is not. It is just noise to drown out the fear of failure. Stop being busy. Start being effective. If it doesn't move the needle, it is a waste of your life force. Being exhausted from doing nothing that matters is the ultimate tragedy. But the hardest work isn't always doing something new. Because the weight you carry for others is actually a burden you were never meant to touch. You are a warehouse for problems that aren't yours. By absorbing the chaos of others, you are lighting yourself on fire to keep them warm. The Stoics were clear: focus only on what you can control. You cannot control their choices, their moods, or their self-destruction. Stop being an emotional dumpster. Protect your peace like it's your last drop of water in a desert. If you carry everyone's baggage, you will never have the strength to climb your own mountain. But there is one final habit that is the most dangerous of all. Because your obsession with the perfect future is exactly why you are failing right now. You are waiting for a life that doesn't exist. By obsessing over a future perfect version of yourself, you are murdering the person you are today. Seneca warned that while we wait for life, life passes. Your energy is trapped in a dream while your reality is rotting from neglect. Stop planning and start performing. The only ground you can stand on is right here, right now. If you keep living for someday, you will eventually wake up at the end of a life you never actually lived. The leaks are identified, the truth is out. But knowing is not enough, because a warrior without a final stand is just a spectator. The audit is over. You now see the holes in your armor and the blood on your hands. You can close this video and return to your comfortable decay, or you can choose to be reborn. Stoicism is not a philosophy of words, it is a philosophy of scars. Every time you say no to a distraction, you reclaim a piece of your soul. The consequence? If you ignore this, don't complain when life passes you by like a ghost. Stop bleeding, start building. The world has enough exhausted people. It needs you awake. Your new life starts the moment you refuse to be a slave to your own habits. Wake up. Stay sharp.